Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to Oak Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Have a passion for the outdoors? Nebraska Game and Parks is seeking seasonal teammates. Work in scenic state parks, contribute to vital research projects, and care for our natural spaces. Seasonal staff assist with special events, provide customer service to outdoor enthusiasts, and make a difference for conservation. Join the adventure at outdoornebraska.gov. Apply online today. Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Old School with DP and J.
Everybody's going to focus on his intensities and antics. I think he would be just fine because Billy Donovan is doing well, right? And he's intense as all get out. But how do you think he would transition to the NBA as a coach? And then also, what does this tell you about the Lakers?
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
I think the plan is to go bigger at corner. You got to have bigger corners in this league because you got these receivers. You got to deal with Ohio State receivers. And I'm not saying small corners can't get it done, but small corners have to be extraordinary, right? They got to jump higher. They got to do things that bigger corners might not necessarily have to do. So, I mean, losing Ethan Nation, it's kind of a blow, but when you got to get down in scholarships anyway, it's not, man. They got to have their best guys, man.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, deal ends June 14th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Home Club for details.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. Once again, Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. As always, come Ticket Weeknights. If you guys want to join in before the storm tonight, you can do so through the streams, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X, Allo, Channel 961. As always, we got the host, Chancellor Brewington, to my left. We still got Royals on the FM airwaves. Looks like we're at the bottom of the fourth, maybe about to head into the fifth. You can still use that Sartor Heyman text line. That's 402-464-5685. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions out there, but Chancellor Brewington, the host, as always, I'll throw it to you.
What is going on, everyone? It's a wonderful Tuesday night. I'm glad to be in the studio as always. To start the show off, quarter century wisdom, like we always do. Today's quarter century wisdom comes from a book I just read yesterday. It's called The Dream Manager. I would recommend it to anyone and everyone. It's kind of a little bit, I would say, like someone, like college age and older, but so it basically goes like this. I won't share too much, but a company's having a problem with turnover. A janitor company, and so
janitor turnover is heavy.
Yeah, so which is
it's probably pretty normal.
Yeah, pretty reasonable. So they're like, how can we how can we get this right? They do a survey. Survey comes back. They need transportation, right? They fix it. Turnover problem still in place. So then like, okay, like what do we need? So like a low level assistant says like, maybe we can help them achieve their dreams. And everyone in the meeting is like, all right, like just straight up shuns it. And then one person was like, hold on, that might be a good idea. So they go through a thorough process of asking everyone what their dreams are. And it comes to find out everyone has dreams. Some very small, some really big.
Mm-hmm.
And so they hired a dream manager for their company in hopes to have everyone be happy at the workplace because, first of all, it's an environment. It's a company that helps you achieve your dreams, but also once you're achieving your dreams, you want to come to work, right? So they tested it out, and they started with the higher ups in the company. They said, well, the lower down got to figure out if it works or not. So we got to start here. So they start with the higher ups. They're like, oh, I don't need a dream. And so as the book evolves, you get to sit in these meetings with the dream manager and all these different employees and the employers. And you kind of get to hear like, I haven't thought about that. And you see the dreams start to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
And then it actually fixes the turnover rate, ends up like quadrupling the business.
Is this based on a real story?
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
It's a great question.
I wonder, it's like, man, we try this out here. New job market.
I know. No, seriously. And then it quadrupled the company. The efficiency in the company, there was like 97% on sick days. Like nobody used sick days anymore. Everyone wanted to show up to work. They put out like job applications. This is like 3 years into the protocol. Like 400 there was like 3 positions, 400 job applications for the 3 positions. And so the word just got around town that this company helps you achieve their dreams, right? And then it basically goes into how everyone is a dream manager for somebody, right? So like you got family, whether you're a brother, you're a sister, you're a mom, you're a dad, you can help other people achieve dreams. And by doing that, you're really introducing them to like their greater self, because everyone wants to be around someone who has something that they're looking forward to, got that little twinkle in their eye.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it was an awesome read. It was an awesome read. One little quick story from there was it was a story about Henry Ford. When obviously he started Ford, he was taking some people through a tour, and they walked there just like through their office buildings, manufacturing, all this different stuff. They're in the office buildings. He walked by an office, and there's a dude sleeping in there, right? And the dude asked Henry Ford, who's taking the tour, like, hey, you pay people to like sleep? Like, is that okay? And he was like, this dude created like some cylinder engine that, got like made me like millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
This is his job, to literally sit here and dream all day and think of new inventions that will take this company to new heights. I was like, bro, this is so, like, the book is awesome because, I mean, we were just talking the other week about dreaming, and then I really just kind of got this book sent to me. I read it and I love it. I love it. So if there's any type of wisdom in there, I would just say dream and help other people achieve their dreams. And then I feel like as you go on through like this dreaming, like you kind of start off with little dreams, and you saw it in the book. Like some people were just like, I want to take a trip somewhere. I want to do this. And then all of a sudden, like, I want financial freedom. Okay, now I want to buy a house. Okay, now I want this. Now I want this. So the dreams start to evolve. And yeah, it was awesome. So if there's any type of wisdom I could get from that, is just go out and dream, and everyone wants to be around someone who's looking forward to something.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense though. Like if you feel like the company doesn't invest it into your actual future at all, and like does not really care what your aspirations are,
yeah,
it's like, this is how I felt at Hy-Vee. Not that it's true, it just wasn't a good fit for me. Hy-Vee, great place to shop. I got nothing against it.
Right.
But yeah, man, I just remember putting milk all day, working in the dairy coolers. It's like when I first got down to Lincoln.
Yeah.
And you kind of have that realization. It's like, man, they're just gonna tell I'm tired of putting milk on the shelf. Like, they don't care, which is fine. It was I didn't have any aspirations of actually moving up
in the company.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if that was part of the dream and they knew that, maybe it works out differently if I make that well known. But it's definitely one of those things where it's like, any way, shape, or form, the drive within me wasn't going to be there. Again, that's nothing on Hy-Vee.
No, yeah.
Great place to work, nothing wrong with it. But me personally, no desire to be anywhere involved in that world. So yeah, the place just made me miserable.
Here's the kick on the story too, is that once he was like, the turnover rate got so low that it was unhealthy for the company. So they're having like 0% turnover, like 1 or 2, right?
Yeah, which is crazy because some of those, like if you have a 0 unemployment rate, that's actually a bad thing.
Yeah,
like you need some unemployed people.
Yeah, you need some type of turnover to where like the company is having new faces.
Cycle.
Yeah, and so it got to a point where the higher ups in the company brainstormed. They're like, okay, how can we fix this? And one person's like, well, we should help them get better jobs. And so they created a program to help the janitors, that their employees, to get better jobs at other locations.
What's the company name?
I know. Well, I mean, in the book it's called Admiral. I'm not really sure if that's a real company, but I was like, bro, and the CEO of the company is like, heck no, at first. And then he was like, and then they kind of brought it to him in a different way. Is like, look, like these people are growing at such a rapid rate, and they're going to outgrow this company either way. And then they're going to get bored with their job because they're worth more than being a janitor at the end of the day. So yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. I don't know how that would work. Like realistically, I doubt any CEO would actually go for that.
Unfortunately not, when you think about like how money drives everything. Like, how much is that going to cost?
Yeah.
What's the guarantee? We don't know what the guarantee is. No, we're not doing that.
And what's interesting is the question that because they went and brought this dream manager program to everyone, like not to everyone, but to consult like different businesses, companies. Like there was a bank, there was a gym, there was a grocery store, there was a gas station, like all these different places. Right. And so what ended up happening was the CEOs of all these companies, the owners of all these businesses, they was like, the first question asked was, how much is it going to cost me? And the dude was like, bro, you're already asking the wrong question. You already asking the wrong question. It's how much money this going to make you? Because if you're having a turnover problem, this fixes the turnover problem and boosts revenue and profit.
What's the alternative? Continue with the turnover problem?
Exactly. It's like kind of like a spend money to make money. But yeah, it was fantastic. I'm not really too well versed with the whole business side of things. I don't know if that's a very logical way to go about things. Definitely have some business people in my life that I'm definitely going to ask if that's if this is a real strategy.
I think there's definitely some truth with the relationship you need to have with your employees if you're an employer.
Yeah.
Like if they can't actually see themselves at that company in 10 years, expect a turnover problem.
Yeah.
Like you kind of get the idea of which guys in the company want to be there.
Right.
And which guys already have one foot out the door that are already looking around. That they just want something that they like more hasn't popped up yet, but they're waiting and looking.
Right.
Like that's a problem. That's
Yeah.
turnover. And then again, if you're that person, nothing wrong with doing what's best for you. But when you're hiring, you want to make sure they want to be here for the long run.
Right. I didn't even know what turnover was, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
I had to look it up on my phone. I kind of got the gist of it, like when I was reading the book, like just context clues. But like, I was like, I really need to look up what turnover is, get a full understanding of what this is. But yeah, great book by Matthew Kelly. I guess it's a book that a lot of businesses make their employees read, which is kind of interesting because it kind of forces the hand of the employer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I found out about it. But yeah,
that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
My company actually told me to read a book.
Yeah.
I wonder what do a book report on. I wonder how many people actually sit through and read it. But it seems like a good one if you guys want to. Shout out to the first brewers chiming in. We got Tyler Olson and Justin both chiming in, saying what's up, Justin. Shout out. Used to work at Hy-Vee as well back in the day.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Hy-Vee always helping out, giving people a job when they need one on the spot. I'll tell you that much. They'll set you up in front of a register. That's what you need to do to get by. But yeah. I mean, out of that, it's just kind of interesting. I think a lot of people struggle with that, trying to figure out what their drive is.
Yeah, and you definitely need people around you to push you in that direction and to allow you to
they found their drive.
Yeah,
Biking,
I love it. I love it. They got a smile on their face. You definitely need. I feel like you definitely need people around you who either think as big as you or bigger than you, because you always want that. You always want to be around that person. I'm getting older, and I've always kind of searching for people with this type of mindset. Is like we walk into a place and like they think about how they could buy the building or something. Like they think about like, oh, like this will be like how much. Start asking questions that's way out their pay grade, but just asking them like, okay, so who owned this company and how they're in a relationship with who? Like I just found out that Good Evans, the person who owns Good Evans, owns Pepper Jacks.
I did not know that.
And guess why I learned that? Just by asking questions to the manager. I'm just sitting there. I'm seeing the same dude after church every day. I'm like, look, who owned this place? Because there's only like a few locations. They like, oh, well, this dude grew up here. And then I'm like, okay, what does he own anything else? Oh yeah, he owns Pepper Jacks. I'm like, he owns Pepper Jacks?
I love Pepper Jacks. I gotta meet that man. Well done.
Yeah, well done. And Good Evans is fantastic.
I haven't checked out Good Evans.
Oh my gosh. It's the best place in Lincoln for breakfast.
All right. I'll swear by it. If it's the same guy that owns Pepper Jacks, I believe it.
Yeah.
Pepper Jacks never misses.
Yeah. Unless that dude lied to me.
It's just for the clout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
No, but yeah. Good old stuff. But yeah, going off of that, we got to talk JJ Redick. We got to.
He's been hot right off
the bat. He's been hot. Man. Dropping 2 F-bombs in the press.
Can I say something real quick?
What's up? What's going on with the media lately?
When did that become okay? Malone did that for the Denver Nuggets too. When did the respect level? And again, call me old fashioned. I'm 25.
Right.
Stop talking like that.
It's just unprofessional.
Yeah,
that's like us getting on here, even though we're not streaming, and just dropping F-bombs just because we can't.
And because I got the dub bump next to me, it's okay.
Yeah.
No.
I don't. I personally don't agree with that. Just because you don't know who's watching, you got a bunch of kids looking up to you.
Exactly.
JJ Redick is around, kind of. Even kids younger than me know who JJ Redick was and watched him play with the Sixers and stuff like that. Like they know who he is. So
coming from Duke too, the fan base behind that.
Exactly. Like they dad might be a huge JJ Redick fan. They looking up to him. And then all of a sudden you see JJ Redick dropping a bomb. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and the question was a reasonable question too. Because you're going to get those questions.
Yeah.
You're going to get those questions about the Stephen A, about the do you think the podcast had anything to do with, like, you're going to get those questions. So to even be upset or mad about it, I feel like it was out of line to the reporter and just to kind of out of respect for just media in general,
Yeah, I'm trying to get the exact quote. Let's see if I can find it. But I hated it. It's your introductory press conference. Dude.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And you're dropping F-bombs on the intro.
Laker Nation don't know much about you. For real. Think about it. There's a lot of people don't know much about JJ Redick unless it's SportsCenter or the podcast with LeBron, right? So this is like their true. Hey, this is what my dad used to always say: first impressions is everything. Is everything. Is everything. So if you want to impress, it's all about the way you look. Make sure your shirt, you know what I'm saying, and then obviously your speech. So
get ready for the Lakers spotlight. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
His thought process is like, he had this stuff in his head. Like, he knew it was coming. Smart. Why you were reacting to it, though? That's what shocks me, because he's a smart guy. So the fact that he was going to react to it, and again, maybe it just doesn't matter anymore. Maybe I'm old, and if he drops the F-bomb, it really doesn't matter. Nobody cares as much as I do. But this is the reporter. This isn't verbatim. This is essentially what he asked. A reporter at the press conference asked Redick what he thought about misconceptions some people might have of him, and this was his response. It's been really interesting. However, I really don't have a great answer for your question because I really don't give a F. Honestly, I want to coach the Lakers. I want to coach the team. I don't want to dispel anything. I want to become a great coach in the NBA, and I want to win a championship. I want my players to maximize their careers. That's what I effing care about.
You know what I hear right there is that's something that really, 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 really bothers him.
Yeah, it does.
Like really bothers him.
You can't.
And if you want to get under
show
his skin, ask him. Like literally talk to him about that. That's definitely something he probably ain't dealt with. So yeah, which is just frustrating, bro. Because to be in that position, to have all those eyes on you, and that's how you gonna steward your platform is to like first day on the job, you just coming out banging. So I mean, obviously maybe he was having a bad day.
I hope that,
but that should be the best day, though.
Yeah, your first day, you get the job you want. You're coaching the
Lakers. You should be happy.
And it's a bad day.
You should be happy, bro. Like it should be like, man, I got the job of the century. Literally, you're coaching LeBron James on the Lakers, one of the biggest dynasties of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily this team, but just I would say franchises of all time. You got Lakers, Celtics, and who else? The
Lakers, Celtics, Knicks. As big as they are, they belong.
Yeah. I mean,
Heat for some reason.
Well, I would say, yeah.
I'm always amazed at how bad their home attendance is sometimes.
Yeah,
even during the playoffs, it's like people ain't showing up. Watch this team.
Yeah, but just to have that type of I know some coaches are probably like, dang, that's how you gonna handle the first press conference.
A lot.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see. He did answer some questions. I seen that he was talking about using Anthony Davis as kind of like that hub 5 player that he hasn't been used before, and then just incorporating LeBron and he said he wants him to shoot more threes.
LeBron, I mean, he's a good shooter. I don't got problems.
He shot over 40% last year.
Oh, I don't know if it was that high with LeBron.
Yeah, that's what maybe, JJ said directly.
Maybe on specific 3-point scenarios, or if it's like a setup, there's no way overall it was above.
There's no way. I would say probably around like 38. But if he shot above 40, that's ridiculous.
41%.
Did he really?
Yeah, regular season. He shot 41% from 3. Yeah, shoot more, bud.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that good. I knew he definitely got better in that regard. But damn.
So JJ was talking about that. I should say Coach Redick. Coach Redick was talking about that. Getting LeBron more threes, and then obviously on his breakaway stuff, he's gonna have 2 or 3 buckets there. You add those up, that's 15 easy ones. No, that's about 15, 16 easy ones right there.
Some free throws mixed in there.
Yeah.
It's just so good. I mean, is there any? Well, we'll wrap this one up here. Give me the most unstoppable move in the NBA. For me, it's LeBron James fast break shoulder spin every time.
Oh, his shoulders.
Every time. Can't stop him. He's too strong, too athletic, and like you're just helpless.
I would say LeBron going to his left. Downhill.
Yeah, that's pretty impossible too.
Downhill. It's like one of those where they set like the high ball screen like real high, like above the 3-point line. Kind of like right wing-ish, and he's just downhill. And no one in the paint's taking the charge. They're just getting out the way.
Yeah. LeBron James, he's going to have quite a few of those. Like he's just such a phenomenal player. The other one I'll throw in there, probably I think LeBron James fast break shoulder spin is still just every time he gets that. That's number 1 for me, no question. Number 2, I'll put the Jokic. Just anytime you got Jokic hovering towards the rim, it's just a tough decision. If he gets it in that spot, it's either he will just a nice little hook shot, drop it in the bucket, or it looks like it's going to the bucket and it's actually a lob to Gordon, somebody coming off the corner.
Yeah.
It's just, he's a tough man.
You could also say Giannis when he's hot, coming down. taking 2 steps to get to the basket.
Yeah, if it's a 1v1 or even a 1v2 scenario on a fast break, you take Giannis every time.
Yeah.
Victor Wembanyama, who knows how to break. How many blocks he put up that first year already in the points? Victor Wembanyama seems like a scary guy in the future. Like as we
I don't think people realize how efficient he played. Like he averaged 20 points, had like 3 blocks and like 9 or 10 boards. Like bro had a great first year.
He's already got more blocks than 87% of NBA history.
87?
And that's like all seasons combined.
Oh my goodness.
Like this is the trajectory that we're on with Victor. So like this guy's gonna be scary.
Yeah, he's gonna be a defense player of the year for sure. Probably one of the best two-way players of all time.
He's on that verge. I mean, seriously, you could have made the argument for him to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Like,
and
just
he's 18 or 19?
Yeah, he's like 18. He's not old enough to drink. I know that much.
I'm pretty sure he's like, if not 19, maybe 20 at most. 20 at most.
I bet he's probably 20. Yeah, 20 years old.
Yeah, 20 at most.
Watch out for the Spurs. As soon as they get some more talent around that roster, they will absolutely be a problem. With that being said, though, we'll throw it to our first break here. What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington? The host is always to my left. Shout out to everybody joining in. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk to you in just a little bit.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to Oak Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Have a passion for the outdoors? Nebraska Game and Parks is seeking seasonal teammates. Work in scenic state parks, contribute to vital research projects, and care for our natural spaces. Seasonal staff assist with special events, provide customer service to outdoor enthusiasts, and make a difference for conservation. Join the adventure at outdoornebraska.gov. Apply online today.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Old School with DP and J.
Everybody's going to focus on his intensities and antics. I think he would be just fine because Billy Donovan is doing well, right? And he's intense as all get out. But how do you think he would transition to the NBA as a coach? And then also, what does this tell you about the Lakers?
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
I think the plan is to go bigger at corner. You got to have bigger corners in this league because you got these receivers. You got to deal with Ohio State receiver. And I'm not saying small corners can't get it done, but small corners have to be extraordinary, right? They got to jump higher. They got to do things that bigger corners might not necessarily have to do. So, I mean, losing Ethan Nation, it's kind of a blow, but when you got to get down in scholarships anyway, it's not, man. They got to have their best guys, man.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, deal ends June 14th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Home Club for details.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. The host is always to my left. If you guys want to join in like you have so far, feel free to continue using the streams or the Sardo Heyman text line 402-464-5685 or Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X, Allo, channel 961. Yeah, we got plenty of things to talk about. We can dive multiple directions. We can keep going NBA, talk about some free agencies. We can go through EA's top 25, what they consider toughest places to play.
Oh, yeah,
football.
let's do that one.
This one,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, kind of pissed me off at a certain point.
Really?
Yeah.
Thought you're about to pull a JJ right there.
no F-bombs here. We keep it clean. I know what the FCC requires. Definitely don't want to set the bad example. We don't know what kids are listening out there, but we can do this list then. I'll just right off the bat ask you, where do you think Nebraska lands? Top 25 or not?
Based on you being unhappy with it, I would probably say 15.
Okay. Well, yeah, let me pull up this list here. I do know number 1 and number 2. Give me your guess for number 1 while I get this.
Was it Bama or Oregon?
Close. Bama's second.
Bama, LSU?
It goes Kyle Field, Texas A&M, number 1.
Oh, yeah,
EA
I'm
Sports.
tripping, yeah.
Which is, I think they're definitely top 5.
Yeah.
I got no problems with that one. Number 1, obviously for obvious reasons, not a big fan of, but Bryant-Denny Stadium, Alabama, number 2.
Penn State coming in?
Penn State, not till later.
Oh.
Not even the first Big Ten team. Number 3, Tiger Stadium, LSU. Yeah, no problems with that one. I figured they'd be top 3. Number 4, you get to your first Big Ten team. Who do you think it is?
Not Michigan. Ohio State.
Ohio State, number 4.
I never played there, but I've heard it's pretty cool.
Okay, have you played at Michigan?
Yeah.
What's it like playing at Michigan? Michigan, by the way, all the way down at 16.
Yeah. I mean,
so that's about right.
Coliseum.
Okay.
It's cool, but like
Des Moines Personnel got to play at Ohio State, never got to play in Michigan. Trying to connect the dots there.
It's more so like just you're playing at Michigan.
Yeah.
Like you're at Michigan. Like the school, like all like the big games happened at, like you're just at Michigan.
Just kind of more like historically, it's cool being at the Brick House.
Yeah, and it's like the Coliseum, it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
So you drive in and it's the top of the stadium, and then you go down into the tunnel. So it's, I mean,
just cool location.
Yeah, just cool.
Okay.
And it snowed that game too. So
that's what I was gonna add to it. Number 5, Georgia, no problem there. 6, you get to your next Big Ten team.
Penn State.
Penn State at number 6.
I'm really cool with that. I would even like that above Ohio State, really.
All right, well, let's see. Let's see if this list, see if you're still on the vibe. So far, does the list seem right to you?
Did we say Oregon yet?
Nope, we have not said Oregon.
Okay.
Number, this one after Ohio State 4, 5, Georgia 6, Penn State 7, Camp Randall, Wisconsin. Gets in there in top 10, number 7.
Jump around. Okay,
Yeah.
I could.
All right.
I've never played there though.
So we got 3 Big Ten teams in the top 10 so far. And then you get down to, like I said, you're now at number 8, Oklahoma, 9.
Okay, Oklahoma was fire though.
Was that Century game though?
Yeah,
it better have been.
Yeah, it was fire. It was fire though. It was fire. It was great though.
If it was anything less than that for the Century game, I would have lost my mind because that's how I know Nebraska football has been just big forever. Because I was aware of the Century game, but I just remember my parents calling me, my brothers like, "Are you going to that game?" Like it was very important to them.
Yeah,
just bring back all the old rivalries, like that old school Oklahoma, Nebraska back in the day. So that had a lot going behind it. It was awesome though.
Yeah,
should have won. It was close. Tough one.
One tough one.
Number 9, like I said, Florida State. You get your first actual
Florida State. Okay,
you get your first ACC school, the only ACC school in this top 10.
Clemson not on there.
Clemson not in there. Top 15 though. I know this gets more surprising. You just wait. Florida number 10. You're back over with the SEC. Oregon is at number 11.
Okay, finally. I mean, they got one of the loudest stadiums in the nation. So,
but surprising though, I would definitely put Clemson top 10. They're right after Oregon at 12.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. So Memorial Stadium, not ours. Clemson at number 12. Then you go to Tennessee, Auburn.
Okay, I was waiting for Auburn.
Yep. South Carolina. Michigan, like you said, at 16. Virginia Tech, Utah. VTech. Utah.
Okay, I've heard the Utes get a little rowdy.
Yeah. Number 19, Texas. 20. Next Big Ten team.
Nebraska.
Absolute rival of Nebraska.
Iowa.
Kinnick Stadium. Iowa, number 20.
No, we're pausing. We're going to stay on this for a little bit. The only thing exclusive about Iowa Stadium is that the wave, which I love, the wave to the Children's Hospital. That's the coolest thing. Everything else is trash. No, there's nothing about Iowa Stadium that is like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they have the one cool tradition with the hospital. Which
That's
is
what I'm
cool.
saying. You wave. That is it.
Yeah,
that's it.
How's the rowdiness?
I would take Michigan State over Iowa.
You said the most perfect thing ever. You don't even realize it. Real quick from Justin Rogge, you want to get this in because it made me laugh. How about Texas A&M head coach leaving to be Texas head coach not even 24 hours after losing the College World Series? That is definitely quite interesting.
That's cool, but Iowa? No, bro. Yeah. I'm not really understanding what's so cool about Iowa, and this ain't even coming from a Nebraska point of view. I'm just saying, like,
I don't get it either.
Iowa Stadium I was like, oh, this is cool.
All right, well, let's keep going.
My goodness.
I don't think Iowa's
put Rutgers in there instead of them.
21, Notre Dame. 22, next Big Ten team. Is it? Do we make it?
Is not Nebraska?
Not Nebraska.
So it's Michigan State.
Yeah, it's the woodshed.
Michigan State.
Yeah, 22 is
bro. First of all, their stands don't even go that high. They only packing like 50,000.
Yep.
They do. Hey, the student section was getting loud because they're right behind or whatever. But the stadium not that big though, and the grass is terrible, bro. Y'all got me turned up tonight, man.
I knew this was a way of doing that. 23, Arkansas.
Bro, I'm about to leave. We're ending the show early tonight, and I'm walking home in the storm.
24. This one really got me because is
it Big Ten?
No.
Is it SEC?
No. Boise State. Chancellor Brewington's taking off the headset. Number 25, does Nebraska make the cut on your way out the door?
I gotta take a lap or something. Let's say it does, maybe.
Nope, they're off the list. Not even a top 25. Mississippi State at 25. With that being said, we will throw it to break. It can take some laps.
Oh my God.
We can keep talking about this thing going forward. Yeah, I thought it was an ultimate disservice to have the school with the record for consecutive sellouts. The city of Lincoln literally bleeds red.
Half of those, except for the SEC, except for Oregon, half of those, and some ACC, half of those aren't even packing out 80,000.
Yeah. And this is based on toughest places to play.
You hear every player that comes here, every school that comes here, they come and say, man, what Dylan Gabriel say when he came here and played when we played him against Oklahoma, bro, I couldn't even hear, bro. Come on, bro.
Even Jim Harbaugh talking about that Michigan game.
The Michigan game. Oh, that was game of the century. All the Michigan folks was like the fourth quarter, whatever that thunderstruck.
Yeah.
That's like the craziest thing they've ever experienced, bro. Y'all got me turned up in here, man.
Which makes me like really, how I don't get this list at all is this is toughest places to play, right? In some of these schools, you can go to parts of the city and not realize it's college game day. In Lincoln,
that's what I'm saying.
You are not escaping the fact that it is college game day. The Cornhuskers are playing football today. You can't escape it.
They hotel down all the way down there. You can't even find parking on their way here.
No, people are walking miles.
Yeah, they walking from South 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they probably not, but
I wouldn't be surprised.
They probably is.
I mean, I've done some crazy walks, especially when I was younger, just to get down to Memorial Stadium.
Nah.
Given some alcohol is going to make sure you don't get in a car.
I'm gonna just pull to JJ Redick, boy.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe JJ Redick, alma mater, was just off the top 25 as well.
Yeah, maybe that's what he felt. That's what he felt when he heard that question.
It just drives me nuts. I know, like I was telling us on the Morning Pearson now, whoever wrote that list, I'm sure they're listening. Come to the Colorado night game and reevaluate.
Oh my gosh.
Reevaluate what it means and the toughest places to play.
Oh my gosh. There's not even the black and gold. You're not even gonna be able to see it, boy.
Yeah.
You're not even gonna be able to see it. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun.
It's the most. I'm more excited for that game than I've been excited for games in a long time.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be national. It's gonna be national in the fourth quarter tradition of Thunderstruck?
Thunderstruck, yeah.
Yeah, they going. Yeah, we get to show them how to do it, man. How to have a night game. Really, every game should be a night game.
Yeah,
except for the Wisconsin.
Even Black Friday night game.
Oh no, you can't do that.
I was gonna say that one.
You can't
tough.
do that. You can't do that.
That'd be the only tough one I'd be have problems against. And if it's like UTEP, I don't really want to play them night games.
Yeah, just
take care of business.
Get it over
get
with.
It done, boys.
Yeah,
go get the win.
Have a good night. Yeah.
But that's the list from EA. Definitely shocking. The fact that
that's absurd. I have choice words for that.
Where my mind was going with this was like, give them benefit of the doubt.
Michigan
benefit
State,
of the doubt.
though?
That's where I got crazy. I got crazy with Iowa, but I was like, maybe this is factoring in wins and losses. Because can you say it's the toughest place to play if, unfortunately, a lot of teams walk out with a win? But then as you go through this list,
you got VTech on there.
Michigan State is not like they're winning a bunch of games either. They've been downtrodden for a while. So that's what blew my mind was like, okay, it's not just wins and losses because we got a bunch of teams in here that we're pretty much on par with.
Boise State was crazy.
That's the one.
Boise State was crazy. I don't know if it's because the blue field.
That's the only thing.
It's hard to play on blue. I remember Eastern Washington had a red field.
Yeah, it was just gross. Anytime you go different than green, don't do it.
Yeah, it's ugly. That's ugly. That's ugly.
Well, I mean, you can put it on the bulletin board, but Nebraska not considered to be one of the top 25 toughest places to play. And
that's trash.
In fact, out of the Big Ten, you don't even sniff that list. You think Michigan State. No disrespect to the Woodshed, but it's not Memorial Stadium. We'll throw it to break here. That's the top 25 list. That is from Bleacher Report based off the 25 college football EA game that's coming out here soon. Interesting to go through. Definitely you can pick it apart, disagree with it, especially when you're talking about Nebraska not being in the mix in the top 25. With that being said, though, we'll throw the break. You guys are welcome to comment in. We'll talk to you in just a little bit.
Home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to Oak Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs. solutions, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Have a passion for the outdoors? Nebraska Game & Parks is seeking seasonal teammates. Work in scenic state parks, contribute to vital research projects, and care for our natural spaces. Seasonal staff assist with special events, provide customer service to outdoor enthusiasts, and make a difference for conservation. Join the adventure at outdoornebraska.gov. Apply online today.
Paid for by Nebraska Game & Parks. Aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Old School with DP and J.
Everybody's going to focus on his intensities and antics. I think he would be just fine because Billy Donovan is doing well, right? And he's intense as all get out. But how do you think he would transition to the NBA as a coach? And then also, what does this tell you about the Lakers?
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
I think the plan is to go bigger at corner. You got to have bigger corners in this league because you got these receivers. You got to deal with Ohio State receivers. And I'm not saying small corners can't get it done, but small corners have to be extraordinary, right? They got to jump higher. They got to do things that bigger corners might not necessarily have to do. So, I mean, losing Ethan Nation, it's kind of a blow, but when you got to get down in scholarships anyway, it's not, man. They got to have their best guys, man.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, deal ends June 14th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Home Club for details.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, wrapping things up here on What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. Don't go anywhere. Afterwards, we'll have one-on-one with DP. We'll rerun that one with Barry Thompson from last night. If you haven't heard, Coach Barry Thompson, Fairfax Football Academy, great in mind, especially as we get close to the football season. It's a good exercise to just sit down and listen to somebody who actually knows the X's and O's behind the game. So it gives you a little bit of brownie points. If you're sitting there with your friends, you can actually talk some real X's and O's when looking at the football game. We got about 5 minutes left, though. Chancellor Brewington, you're the host. Where do you want to wrap things up with?
We talked off air about the blue chips. We could go over that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So blue chip ratio, quick reminder for anybody who's unaware of what that means. Blue chip ratio or blue chip player is a 4 or 5 star. A non-blue chip player is 3 stars or less. The blue chip ratio is if you have, say 10 players are, or we'll just use even easier, 6 players are blue chips, 4 and 5 stars, 4 players are 3 and under. Your blue chip ratio is 60%. 60% of your players are 4 or 5 star players. Why it's interesting is because if you look through these stats, you need at least above 50% blue chip ratio if you want to win it. If just
really?
looking at the numbers, that's typically what it breaks down to. 2023, Michigan, a bit of an exception. 54% of their players were blue chips. 2022, Georgia, 77%. I'll stop giving you the team in the year. I'll just give you the percentage. Let's see here. 2021, Georgia again, 80%, 83%, 64%.
What was 64?
64 was LSU 2019. You'll notice the trend here.
Well, yeah, and it's interesting because their best players weren't 4 or 5 stars. Go ahead though.
Yep. And a generational quarterback. That's how a lot of these teams get over the hump.
And generational receivers.
Or generational offensive line. Like you need a unit on your team that's generational level.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Michigan, maybe I'm too harsh on McCarthy at times. But anyways, 2018, Clemson, 68%, Alabama, 2017, 80%. Then you get 52%, Clemson, an exception again. Generational quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. They were 52%, 2015, 77, 2014, Ohio State, 68%.
That was Deshaun.
Yep. 2013, Florida State, 53%.
Jameis.
Yep. Another generational quarterback. Alabama, 71%, 2012, and 2011, Bama again, 71%. So there's a clear trend here, right? Unless you are not sitting, if you're sitting anywhere like around 50, there's typically some special level of talent in a specific group, typically the quarterback, that gets you over the edge.
Right.
So how much do you buy into that?
Yeah, I mean, numbers don't lie at the end of the day. I mean, they do in some scenarios, but if we're just talking about 4 and 5 stars, like the level of talent, there is a factor. If we're talking about winning it, if we're talking about being a good team, okay, that's something different. You can get away with, sitting around that 50% margin or even, 48, 40, 45. But to win it, it not only takes the good players. The 4 or 5 stars also takes good coaching to develop that
part. You can't miss that part, right? Like it
that's
takes the Kirby Smarts, and
that's the biggest part, because any college football player would tell you, you've been around 4 or 5 stars and be like, yeah, all right, but it's when they get matched with a good culture, a good coach who can develop them, good resources around them, then it takes off. So that's why you see, Georgia, Bama, Ohio State, them guys having most of the 4 or 5 stars or Georgia's not in the Big Ten, but in the Big Ten, like, you got your Ohio State, Michigan, those type of schools. Usually those guys are getting most of the 4 or 5 stars, but they're also adding that in with good coaching and also good play calling and a consistent culture or a consistent identity on offense or defense.
I think that's the right way to look at it.
Yeah.
Because I think if you just look at the numbers, you get this skewed idea.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, unless you don't have the best players, your program's screwed. It almost, like you said, it's more of the reward of being a great coach.
Yeah.
You don't get up to 70, 80% unless you break the threshold and start winning. Once you start winning, you start trending upwards. But, Georgia wasn't hitting that high until Kirby Smart got there. They're still getting good athletes in the SEC, but they really start bumping that number up as the reward of winning. And now they're in this engine mode. Like, that's how you get to the constant repeat champions, is they've broke through that threshold and now they're just an engine.
And it would kind of, I think about the 29 LSU team, and I think about how their number was kind of a little lower. And then I think about, like, well, why didn't we see them back in the championship, like years later? And obviously they had a God squad. Let's just be honest. They did. They had one of those teams that is going to be on this new NCAA, on like one of the all-time teams, but also the coaching changes probably add a lot to that.
100%.
Yeah. That they didn't retain or they didn't add in new talent that will keep them at that height. But that's what all these schools on that list, the Georgias, the Alabamas, the Ohio States, the Michigans, even, I mean, Texas on the rise right now. They're winning, and they're able to retain the talent they have and add in pieces, obviously transfer portal, but also developing players that come in as freshmen. So yeah.
And you can look at, like, again, when talking about coaching, you can look at, there's a lot of teams with very high blue chip ratios. Most of those teams don't ever end up winning. You still see a lot of the repeat champions. So that coaching part is obviously very integral. Otherwise, there'd be a lot more parity within this whole thing. But it's Alabama, it's Georgia, pretty much back and forth for a while now. Maybe Ohio State sneaks in, maybe Michigan this year. But for the most part, you're not looking at a whole lot of teams. Just to think about it, I'm curious what your thoughts are on this, because I actually don't panic when I see this number when I think about Nebraska football. But what do you think their number is? Blue chip ratio. And it's interesting because On Three, and this is On Three's numbers, they're a preseason top 25, and their blue chip ratio sticks out like a sore thumb when you look at all the other teams in the top 25.
Okay. I'm trying to think on their defense, how many they have. Ty, maybe Nash, maybe Keys. Okay, so I mean, like, and then a bunch of young guys, so 18%.
Damn, dude. Yeah, 17%.
Really?
I think if we round up, it might even be 18%. Nebraska in the preseason top 25, 17.24%. That's
okay,
pretty
that's
good.
not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, you're almost spot on.
There we go.
Below us, the second worst when we're talking about this blue chip ratio in the top preseason top 25, based on Three's projections, Kentucky with 28%. Above us is Texas A&M or Texas Tech with 28%. You keep going up, you get to 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 70.
Yeah.
So Nebraska about 10 points less than everybody else in the preseason top 25 on Three's projections. I'll quick say why I'm not too worried. If the number wasn't that much better last year, I think it was even lower. That defense didn't really seem to phase them. How many blue chip that defense was on top of their game.
Where's Iowa?
Iowa, I believe, is in the 20s.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're about like 24%, I want to say. Iowa, 23%, round up 24%.
And so the thing I'm seeing, like, kind of a trend is, like, the cultures have a lot more impact. Because you think about these, let's take a team, what's the number one team, like 70% or something like that, 80%?
Yeah, Georgia's number one with 82, Alabama's second with 78.
Let's take the 82. So you have 20, let's say in a conference game, you're probably going to have like 35 guys at, I would say 30 guys at max that play.
Okay.
Or 30
special teams, football, or offense, defense. Everybody.
Okay, let's go 40.
40.
You got 40 guys who are like they play. They're like the guys, like, the next day, like, they're gonna need like real recovery, real whatever. If your squad is 120 guys, right? And you're saying 80%, right? So that's 80, it's like 84 people, right? That's 44 guys that won't touch the field that year, right? So the process in that is taking those 44 guys and possibly turning them into one of the 40, right? But that's the thing with a bunch of these big schools, like, that number is cool. It's cool, but that number's not everything. That's what I'm trying to say, is that you're going to have, 50% of those guys on that list, that out of the 84 that aren't ever going to play this year. And they're probably not even going to graduate there. Probably going to end up at a school like Nebraska, at a school like VTech, like Florida State, like going somewhere else. And
even Rice, man. Like,
exactly.
Anywhere.
Mitch Sherman. Like, you know what I'm saying? And these ain't no knock on them. I'm just saying it kind of debunks that blue chip list.
Yeah. And kind of like what we were saying before as we wrap things up, you can look at this a bunch of different ways, but you'll see a lot of teams, Texas A&M, for instance, that one year was crazy when NAL was like really becoming a thing, and they spot every best player that was available.
Yeah.
Did they win? No.
No.
Was it drastically short? Yes. Did somebody get fired? Yeah.
Right.
Like,
and but that's the thing. You got to match these with culture. Yep. You got to match these with culture.
Yep. Just another stat to look at, but definitely doesn't paint the whole picture. But just for instance, again, Nebraska at about 17% on that blue chip ratio. How much does it matter? That's up for you guys to decide, but that's kind of synopsis on where everybody's at. We're wrapping it up here, though. This has been What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington, the host to my left. Appreciate you guys joining in. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.